Pulse. And going up Perkins against Oakley. Through the middle though, Feldman gets it away to O'Connor for Thomson. First effective kick away towards half forward. Nick Mahara's great mark. And plays on quickly. Left foot kick around the corner. Lead by Luke Forbes. Slippery ball, so it runs across the turf. Forbes in front of Gibbs. Bradley in there as well. Forbes keeps his feet, gets away, does well. Right foot kick. And in the end, it's going to be marked on the goal line by Cameron Carr for Bannockburn. To clear now, goes long looking for Perkins up against Bradley. Works his way to the front, was Perkins. Now the ball off hands, goes towards Hickleton. Coming through the middle was Furman. And close to the boundary line. Can he keep it in? No, he can't, because Tim Gardner puts him and the footy over the boundary line.
Strong tackle.
He wasn't going anywhere.
The only place he was going was into the car park, I think. And it's a boundary throw in, half forward flank. Thomson into attack. Short boundary throw in. Bradley in the end has to do the ruck work and then gets a high tackle. And the umpire thought about giving the free kick and then thought, no, it's mine.
I think he might have thought 50 cents each way there. I think Chase holding the ball around the neck and decide to ball it up.
So he will do so now.
Bradley did the lot, rucked and roved.
Yeah. So ball up. And it'll be Bradley again, up against Perkins. Perkins comes out of the ruck contest with it. Handball towards Lewis to run onto it. Little toe poke. He continues to run with it. Nick Maharis is right next to him. Oakley comes across and keeps the footy in. He runs out. Bradley. O'Connor's there as well. Tried to hand it towards Dean Oakley. And the umpire will come in and ball it up on centre wing. Pretty close to the boundary line. And it will be Oakley against Perkins. Umpire San Espirito throws it up, favours Oakley, goes up, but Perkins comes in, does well. Comes through the middle was Dwayne Broom, kick off the ground by Sam Hickleton. Now Hinchcliffe, Feldman to get back there as well. Over the top of it, free kick, said the umpire for a push. And Troy Feldman with the free kick on centre wing. Chips the ball to Andrew Aitchison, falls on the cricket pitch area in the middle, but takes the mark. Now goes long towards centre half forward with a right foot kick down the field. And it was Shane Andrews late with a tackle. And H is telling the drainer all about it. And the free kick with Tim Gardner. Still inside the centre square at centre half forward. Now goes long the lead on from Forbes. Chopped off though. And taking good mark. Clinton Shaw read the play. And where will he go with the footy? He goes, well, he was going to go straight down the middle. Then he elects to go to the outer side half-back flank. It's okay. Aaron Broom takes the mark. Thought about the handball, but just held the footy up. Now chips the ball over the top to the person he was going to handball to, Christian Shaw, who followed down the ground further. He's taken the mark on centre wing. Drives it long towards half forward. Sam Hickleton ran a long way for that kick and has taken the mark in front of Andrew Aitchison. So they've moved the footy to half forward Bannockburn. Now he drives it long. The lead's on from Ben Nayland, but Bradley fills the hole. Does very nicely indeed. And will clear for Thomson.
So there's some umpires that would give that 50, but not to be. So 3 minutes, we haven't had a score. Bradley now goes to the centre of the ground. Hood takes the mark. Had he not slipped over, I think he was gone.
On his own.
But he tips it a little further. It's all Thomson out there. Oakley doesn't get the mark, however. Follows up. Gets some assistance from O'Connor. Breaks the tackle. Handballs over the top to Riley. Handballs over the top to Gardner. Now Thomson away. Tim Gardner has taken a long time. Well, that's amazing. He was tackled instead of grabbed, and now he's kicked the ball to Nick Maharis, who's made ground from the wing. And magnificent individual effort, Timmy Gardner. Why wouldn't you tackle him when he's got the football?
Well, the runner should be out here fairly, and they've got to put their arms around him and grab him.
So Nick Maharis, well, that's kick. Very, very poor defensive work, Bannockburn, because Nick was 50 metres out. Brother Troy was 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle across the ground, unmarked. And Troy Maharis takes the very easy mark. So the opportunity to start this third quarter with a positive score for the Thomson side. 4 minutes have gone. We haven't had a score at all. But now Troy Maharis, 35 metres out, 45-degree angle, moves in. Takes that little bit of a wave for the left footer and kicks it across the face of goal. In fact, hasn't made the distance. And it is off hands for a behind. So 1-2 for Troy Maharis. First score, as I've mentioned, for the quarter. 6-13, 49 Thomson. They lead Bannockburn 6-7, 43. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
So Aaron Broom, who's done most of the kicking in this afternoon for Bannockburn, has the footy at fullback. Called to kick it now, does so. Long towards Corey Flanagan. Bradley against him, works his way to the front. Flanagan, numbers with Thomson. Gardner got rid of the football. Under pressure, ball comes back towards Perkins. Tries to keep it in front of him. Bradley did well. Needs some support now. O'Connor. Lewis to run onto it as well. They run at it. Christian Shaw also on centre wing. Bradley bearing down on him. Christian Shaw's handball back towards only as far as Stone. He picks it up under pressure, chips the kick, good vision, finds Highland, takes the mark, gives it to Sabali, gives it away to Akoli. He can give it to Armstrong. He elects to go with a kick though. Probably should have handballed it to Armstrong in the end. Ball goes wide, looking for Forbes. He can't pick it up. Coming back, Hickleton there as well. His handball missed the target. Akoli over the top of it, tried to bring it back. Kick off the ground by Hickleton. Could have picked it up. No talking amongst his teammates. Highland's there, little toe poke towards Feldman. It's a Manchester United style. Feldman on the boundary line. In fact, it was out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in in between wing and half-forward on the outer side. And Troy Feldman just having a bit of a discussion with a few of the supporters there on the other side of the ground. As he handed the footy back to the boundary umpire for a throw-in. Oakley up against Perkins. To the side of the pack, O'Connor's there. Lewis as well. Coming through the middle was Highland. Did well on hands and knees, tried to get rid of it. And the umpire said it's his. It's on centre wing still, and it'll be another ball up. So the umpire put in the air for Oakley and Perkins. Oakley gets it down, rove though by Dwayne Broome. On centre wing, high kick towards half forward, coming out Mullane Grant, punched away by Roberts. Lewis front and centre, missed the ball though. And coming the other way, Stein, he tried to get rid of it, wrapped up, not going anywhere, Alistair Woods. And Ben Hinchcliffe wrap him up, and it'll be a ball up. Still at half forward with Bannockburn into attack.
So the ball on the centre square, half forward for Bannockburn. Oakley can't get the fist of the footy on that occasion. Pushed along the ground for Bannockburn. Woods runs onto it, picks it up, eludes a tackle. Terrible kick, but at least it goes forward for Bannockburn. Not able to be controlled by Van Ingenstein. Does well, comes back on the footy, getting some assistance there from his teammate in Roberts, but it's very, very scrambly at half forward for Bannockburn. Thrown out, Stein, high tackle on Van Ingen, not seen by the umpire. Timmy Gardner now, the little check side pass has found his teammate in Armstrong, half-back flank. But I tell you what, it's all Bannockburn up the ground. The lead now has come from Nick Maharis. Now there's a chance for Hood, the back of the pack, if he can run onto the footy. Gets onto the footy all right, but doesn't take it with him. And unfortunately, or fortunately for Bannockburn, pushed by Broome toward the boundary, and skill level Laurie just let Hood down on that occasion. He could have been gone.
Yeah, certainly some of the skills are very, very poor. Some of the choices of their options are very poor as well.
It's from the throw in. Perkins doing well in the ruck, gets a tap down. Finally picked up by Christian Shaw to Dwayne Broome.
Oh, the ball.
He's had plenty of opportunity, and unfortunately for Bannockburn, the free kick has been paid. He certainly had ample opportunity on that occasion. So Bradley takes the free kick for the Thomson side. Centre wing in front of the social club here at St Albans. Bradley there looking for options up forward. Not a lot of movement. Finally decides to go long to half forward flank at the back of the pack. Feldman. Well, the umpires put a whistle on play. Said Feldman infringed with Flanagan. So in that marking contest, the free kick has gone to Flanagan of Bannockburn. Decides to come back from whence it's come towards centre wing. Andrews, big pack of players there. Oakley gets a fist of the football, and between them, the ball is over the boundary line once again in front of the social club here. So the ball spending a lot of time between half forward and half forward once again in this quarter. There's Perkins over the top. Gardner can't take the footy. Nice little toe poke by Christian Highland. Gardner helps it along. Nice little bit of work there by Timmy Gardner to Christian Highland, but Highland unfortunately can't go on. The umpire's called throwing the ball. So the free kick has gone to
Furman.
Bannockburn through Furman. He's kicked the ball towards centre wing. In front of the pack is Dean Oakley. Mark not taken, and off hands it's over the boundary line once again. So ball on centre wing on the western side here, about to come back in. 1 point has been scored in almost 10 minutes in the quarter. That's been to Thomson. Furman does well, outruns Stone on that occasion. Coming across Coley, wins the footy, loses it again. Little toe poke by Hickleton. It's all Bannockburn there. If they can get hold of the footy, Mullane Grant attacks it, can't control it. Roberts does well there. Oh, gee, it's terribly scrambly. And just as the ball came out of the pack and Ash Perkins was heading for open spaces, the umpire had blown the whistle, so the ball will be put in the air. 10 minutes gone in this third quarter. 6-13 Thomson, lead Bannockburn 6-7.
So ball up just inside the centre square. Oakley with a big thump over the head of Christian Shaw. Bradley to run onto it as well. Coming the other way, Flanagan did well. Then he gets around. No, he doesn't. He dropped the footy. Highland tackled him. Now Mullane Grant. He breaks free. Right foot kick towards half forward. Lewis in front of O'Connor. Punch away. Oakley. Woods is there as well. Numbers with Bannockburn. Andrews picks it up. Handball towards Dwayne Broome. Woods is there as well. Oakley to come at him. He ducked his head. He got away. Handball nearly to himself in the end. Aitchison against him. Close to the boundary line. And in fact out. And a throw in, half forward flank. We'll see Bradley limping off with an ankle injury on centre wing to be replaced by Baxter.
He's had a dirty day today, Brad's.
So a boundary throw in, Gardner in the end. Now Aitchison, umpire says a hold, and going to Ashley Perkins for Bannockburn. Now the lead's on from Nail and he goes in that direction. Forbes against him, over the back of the pack. Van Inge to run onto it. Oh, he runs straight into Andrews. Now Nailing off a step towards the left forward pocket. Armstrong to double back there with Ryan and also with Riley. Getting there first, Armstrong did well. Now left foot kick around the corner towards Josh Coley at defensive 50, or threw it in the end of Riley. Didn't get there anyway in the end. Now Ryan's there as well. He bubbles back, gets around on 50, kick over his shoulder towards the 10 metre square. Aitchison coming at it. Mullane Grant went right, kick a great smother too by Highland. Coming through Lewis, Roberts to meet him. Over the top, threw it away. Van Ingen's there, 20 metres out, right foot kick. And he's put it out of bounds on the full. Thomson to have the resultant free kick in the back pocket with Marcus Forbes.
Bit of pressure in the third quarter, guys.
Yeah, just come a tug of war, hasn't it? Just struggling.
It's probably helping Bannockburn a little bit because they're kicking against the breeze, but it's not pretty, but it's pretty hard to get a kick.
Well, Forbes took the kick, went short to Highland. He's got it to the middle to Gardner. He plays on quickly. This is better for Thomson. It's in the direction there of Luke Forbes. Can't get hold of the footy. Gibbs does well for Bannockburn. Paddles it along the ground to Shaw. Intercepted by Troy Feldman, however. Chips it back inboard to Gardner. He decides to go. He's given it to, well, I think he's having a shot for goal. I'll be fair. But in the goal square was Luke Forbes of Thomson. So I've got to say now it was a very good pass. So the man on the mark is 5 metres out. Luke Forbes has the mark as in the goal square and will shoot on goal for the Thomson side. But open the game up there from defence to forward very, very quickly. Well, I don't know where he's going.
If you know what foot he was on.
It is a goal. That's the important thing. Second goal to Luke Forbes, and Thomson go to 7-13-55. They lead Bannockburn 6-7-43. Lexus will win them. Third quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes gone. I'll leave it to you guys.
Well, I'm actually, I want this tape because I'm taking along to the clinic and showing you that's just not how you kick.
He's got the Richard Hadley run up, hasn't he? A couple of skips to the side and away we go.
I tell you, it's like my golf swing. If you see it on TV, you'd never do it again. We'll show it to him.
It's not that bad, Laurie. Come on.
No, the result's good in here.
So a goal to Forbes. He's second in the afternoon. Back to the middle. Perkins and Oakley. Oakley gets it down towards Stone in the middle. He's beset upon by Bannockburn players. And he will hand the footy back to umpire Formosa for a secondary bounce in the middle. So Oakley and Perkins. Oakley goes up early, gets it down towards Stone. Now Gardner, a trip, got it away to Highland anyway, play on a call advantage. Now Highland goes long towards Forbes again. Gibbs against him, used the body. Now coming at it also was Troy Maharis. Little toe poke off the ground by Aaron Broome. Gets across there with Hood. Hood uses his speed, does very nicely. Tries to get it away now. Free kick. Umpires found a free kick. David Gibbs is not happy. Brent Hood is. He's got the free kick. He's kicked 1 goal, 2. Chance for his second in the afternoon.
Well, the umpire was right onto that. I didn't pick anything up there, but he was right onto that.
The worst of it is they don't give an explanation by hand or whatever it was for. Hood was on the ground, so you assume it was a high tackle.
Yeah, or in the back, one of the two.
So Brent Hood for the second goal for Thomson in a minute. Comes in. 25 metres out and has kicked the goal. And just put his second on the board. The 8th for Thomson. They go to 8-13-61. They lead Bannockburn 6-7-43 Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 14.5 minutes gone.
Is the crack opening up now, you think?
Yeah, I think so. And just the other players, you know, Timmy Gardner again got the free kick with the advantage over to Highland. Highland in long. Hood worked very, very hard. You know, he was third in line, I think, and just his pace got him there, and he worked hard on the ground. And, you know, you put yourself down in and underneath, you give yourself a chance of getting the ball.
It's the first time for a long time. We've seen Thomson a few times, Stone putting himself in the middle of the ground as well.
Yep.
So the ball back in the middle with the umpire Santa Spirito. The ball will go in the air. It does that now. Up high, Oakley, beautiful tap forward for Thomson. Allows players to run onto the footy. O'Connor, another in and under player. Handball out looking for O'Coley. He's very quickly tackled by his opponent out there in Woods. Finally, it's come back to Christian Shaw on the left foot towards half forward.
Oh,
great
mark.
Huge jump at the back there and taking the mark over Baxter. Gets the handball quickly to Broome and equally, no, the mark not paid to Forbes. Great tackling up there by the Thomson defence now. The ball's come clear, it's come wide. Players, well, really have some ferocity at the football there. And 40 metres out directly in front of the Bannockburn goal. The umpires put a whistle on play. Last man up, Nayland, hands the ball to the umpire. As the ball now goes in the air, Oakley took a long run up and didn't quite reach the ball, but the ball did come down to Christian Highland once again. Gone wide to centre wing, in front, Woods. Got to be paid a mark, free kick, whatever.
No, he's paid the mark.
Why not?
No, he's paid the mark.
No, he was pulling the shirt back. He was giving holding the man.
Well, you can play on from holding the man, can't you?
Not according to that umpire. The ball now through Woods, long kick to half forward, good defensive.
Oh!
High tackle, surely. And advantage not paid. And unfortunately for Corey Flanagan, the tackle on Dean Oakley far too high. Chips it wide, has Savali Armstrong there. Armstrong now decides to go, kicks towards big pack of players at half forward. Another big fly for Nick Maharis, hurt himself as he landed on the ground, and well, magnificent tackling. Lewis tackled high, and he's going to ensure at this stage he's got the free kick. He just wants to be careful that he doesn't give it away. So too high tackle there on Nathan Lewis as Nick Maharis just gets his breath. I think he might have winded himself when he landed. He went that high in the air. So Lewis now for Bannockburn towards half forward. Forbes, good position, can't take the mark. Armstrong outrun there by Malone Grant, chips it forward, looking for the lead there of Darren Ryan, does well. He turned Riley inside out, runs toward goal. He's had a bounce, handball over to Woods in the goal square.
Goal.
And a much needed goal for Bannockburn has come off the boot of Alistair Woods, set up by the coach Darren Ryan. It is the 7th goal for Bannockburn. 7-7-49 Bannockburn. They trail Thomson 8-13-61. Lexus will win them third quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty well-needed goal for the Bannockburn side because it was just starting to open up a little bit there for the Thomson team, and that should give them some inspiration just to keep working forward.
So back to the middle for Oakley and Perkins. In fact, it's Maloney back in the ruck.
Oh,
Oakley,
Oakley.
big thump away to centre half forward. Gains 40 metres. Now Flanagan, kick back to whence it came, only as far as O'Connor. And he's taking the mark in front of Nathan Lewis in the middle of the ground.
It's been a stirring battle, those two.
Here he goes along with a right foot kick. Nick Maharis is there, off hands, Hood at front and centre again. Kick over his shoulder towards the goal square. Troy Felbin sets himself. Cards as he take the mark, play on. Turns around, kicks the goal! Troy Felbin has kicked the goal. He's pretty fired up. And that's his first of the afternoon. And a quick reply for Thomson. They got a 9-13-67. They lead Bannockburn 7-7-49. Lex Wyndham third quarter scoreboard.
Well,
19 minutes play.
I just think he wasn't confident about having the dead set shot for goal, was he? And played on.
Yeah, I think he wasn't sure of the angle he was going to be put on either, and he just tried to open the gap up a bit, and he obviously knew where they were, and that was an excellent goal. It was a good mark too, good judgment. The ball was kicked high in the air, and he was sort of second in line. Just good judgment and take it on the chest.
A bit like Barry O'Toole. We didn't have to wait for the goal umpire.
No.
Laurie, you worried about Peter Maloney in the ruck?
Yes.
He's just come back onto the ground too.
I know, and he's up against Oakley, and Oakley again with a big thump away towards centre half forward for Shane Stone to run onto it. Can he pick it up, the coach? Yes, he can. He gets the call from Jason Stein on centre wing. He goes with a right foot kick towards half forward. All Bannockburn there. Which way is it going to bounce though? Over the head of Troy Maharis coming out. Luke Forbes, usually pretty special in instances like this. Kick over his shoulder towards Feldman again, coming out at pace. He goes up, right mark! Troy Feldman's taken the grab. That is sensational. That is great. He's taken the mark 30 metres out from goal.
David Gibbs hasn't played a lot of senior footy this year.
No.
He was just caught behind again then.
It was a pretty special mark though too.
Yeah.
Used his body and all his experience to drag that one in.
So the assistant coach for Thomson has kicked one goal a minute ago. This is for number 2. He comes in, set shot, and he has kicked it. He likes it. So that's his second. And for Thomson, that's their 10th. They get a 10-12. I'm just working out. 10-13 it is. 10-13-73. Thomson. Bannockburn 7-7-49. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 20.5 minutes played.
Well, they say the premiership quarter, the third quarter, and now Thomson into a bit of gear.
Yeah, for sure. And Bannockburn, if they can wrestle one back, they're still right in the game here. But Thomson, Dean Oakley's just given them that first use of the ball in the centre.
So in the middle once again, ball goes up. Oakley and Maloney. Oakley tapped down, looking for Stone. Coley does well to control the footy. Handball over the top, looking again for Stone. He taps it forward. Flanagan in the way. Back to half forward for Bannockburn. Andrews well up the ground. Armstrong took the footy. I'm glad that he missed that. Shane Andrews going through like a Bondi tram. Missed. So the ball at half forward, centre half forward for Bannockburn, goes in the air once again. Oakley pushed forward by Maloney, who does get a tap down. Hyland picked the ball up, handball forward. Oakley bent down, picks it up. Hickleton just back onto the ground on centre wing. Ball's with him. Stein does well in there, as does Timmy Gardner. And gee, it's a real wrestle. Oh, Dwayne Broome absolutely tackled and free kick to Stein.
It's a bit stiff there.
Throw.
He's given the free kick and advantage not paid. The ball, would you believe, ended up in the arms of Nick Maharis at half forward for Thomson. So they were disadvantaged with Stein on centre wing as the free kick. He's got players going to the left, to the right, decides to go short to Stone. That'll get him a game next week.
You can do it, coach.
So Stone now, still centre wing. He decides to go long. Nice looking kick to lose there from Nick Maharis. Up high, can't take the mark. Hood doing well now. Front of the pack, Dean Oakley went without the footy. Great chase there by Hood. Caught up to Broome, picked up by Hyland. Nice handball inboard to Coley. His tackle, handball back to Hyland. He's getting some touches, kicks the ball, free kick surely to Forbes, not paid, ball comes to ground. Troy Maharis kicks it high towards full forward. It's going to be very, very close to the boundary line, touched just inside the line and 10 metres from the behind post. Why would that not be a free kick to Luke Forbes? You can't climb all over a bloke going for a mark like that. However, the ball is 10 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Thomson. 23 minutes gone, third quarter, starting to get quite dark. Maloney now taps the ball forward for Bannockburn towards the goal area. Stacks on the mill. The ball has come out, the umpire has the ball, just as Troy Maharis, the last man, up off the ground there. So now it's only 8 metres from the goal line for the Thomson side as the ball goes in the air. Tap forward to Furman. He's tackled immediately. Troy Feldman picks up the footy, comes around. The lead has come from Josh Coley. He reads the ball well. He's run from centre wing.
And he'll kick this.
And now he's 30 metres out, almost directly in front. And I suppose that's part of Alistair Wood's game. You just got to be a defender when the ball's in that area. And he wasn't quite with him. And Coley now, who is a goal kicker, and he's had a terrible year with injury and being away, but he moves in now. He's hooked it. No chance of that ever being a goal, I don't think. It is a behind. He knew straight away, but it is another behind to the Thomson side. 10-14-74 Thomson. They lead Bannockburn 7-7-49. Lex to win the third quarter scoreboard. 24 minutes gone.
I just see one of the things that crept into the Bannockburn side. They're all kick chasing now. They're all getting up onto the opposition back line.
Broome kicks in, finds Hickleton at defensive 50 in front of Troy Feldman. Got Clinton Shaw wide, goes in that direction. 50 though, Feldman went over the mark. And the ball will come down with Sam Hickleton towards centre wing. Troy Feldman can't believe it. Hands on hips.
Gee whiz, I'll buy some land off
Gee whiz, it's all right, isn't it? You can build 7 houses on that.
That is about 80 metres.
He's on centre wing. I must have known something. Premonition. Centre wing, Sam Hickleton goes along with a right foot kick towards half forwards. Holds up in the breeze. Oakley from the side, punched away. Roved. O'Connor puts the attack on. So does Oakley. Puts it on Christian Shaw. Ball comes towards Baxter and also towards Malone Grant in the middle of it. And
the Thomson intensity, Welshie, in this quarter is fantastic. Their tackling's ferocious.
Just on the ball, just around the ball, and when Bannockburn get possession, they really harass them.
Oakley gets it down towards Christian Highland. Blind turn, handball over the top to Stein, gets it on to Gardner. Runs through centre wing, Timmy Gardner, backs himself again, goes long towards one out. Feldman against Carr. Feldman! Good move to put Feldman up forward and leave him there in the square because he's let out. And it's kick 2 in this quarter. This for goal number 3 for him and goal number 11 for Thomson.
Well, I don't know how his legs would be running 4 quarters on St Albans ground, so it's a fantastic move. One, to give him a spell, but he's been quite effective at full forward.
Well, he's very strong. He's a strong boy. He's part of his football's always been a bit like that, and when he's allowed to be one out, he's going to be very difficult to combat up there.
So Troy Feldman comes in, 35 metres out, slide angle, puts it through for his third of the afternoon. And Thomson go to 11-14-80. They lead Bannockburn 7-7-49. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
Third for the quarter.
Bringing Dean Oakley off for a rest too.
Yeah, Brett Anderton to replace him.
That'll be a fair test of how effective Thomson can be in the middle now with Oakley off for rest, but terrific. Like bring him back in the last quarter fresh. So the ball back with the umpire in the middle. And as is mentioned, Brett Anderton to do the ruck work on this occasion against Shane Andrews. Andrews gets the tap down to Broom. Unfortunately, he doesn't go, kick off the ground there by Andrews, not seen by the umpire. Ball, there's a whistle on play, and don't know what happened there.
Yeah, in the back.
So the ball's gone to Vanning, and he plays on by hand to Christian Shaw. He kicks the ball long into the full forward area, and Tom Malone Grant, without an opponent, he'd given Roberts a slip on that occasion, has taken the mark 35 metres from goal, 45-degree angle, and I guess Laurie to say that Bannockburn need a goal's an understatement.
Well, they certainly need one, that's for sure.
So Malone Grant, I don't think we've actually seen a goal kick from that side at the southern end, but Malone Grant now.
He's normally a good kick.
Missed one in the first quarter from identical position. That's a much better looking kick, and I think that might be the first that we've seen from that side of the ground. It is. Malone Grant has kicked his first, and Bannockburn get their 8th. 8-7-55. They trail Thomson 11-14-80. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes gone.
Yes, well, they took Dean Oakley off the ground and automatically Bannockburn score a goal, but it was just from a free kick out of the centre and a good setup.
Yeah, I think they've got to rotate him a little bit.
For sure.
Paul's ground's pretty big, and he's already had 7 hit-outs this quarter, so he comes back and there's another 7 in the last quarter. He certainly would have done his job.
Back in the middle, Anderton got it to Highland, to O'Connor. He handballs towards Gardner at centre half forward, gets around a couple, dodges, goes with the right foot wide, lead on. Good kick too, finds Troy Maharis on a long lead at half forward. Back towards the corridor, Hood over the back, Broom over the back of that pack, Anderton to run onto it, Nick Maharis there as well. Hood makes up some ground, Nick Maharis turns around and kicks the right foot kick across the goal and through for one behind. 1 goal, 1 his personal tally this afternoon, 11-15-81 Thomson. Bannockburn 8-7-55, Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 28.5 minutes.
On that occasion, Anderton got the tap, and but it was at ground level that Thomson took the footy away.
Well, I don't know if you just saw Paul Hood just put his hands up and sort of blocked the ball from going to Feldman. It would have dropped in his lap.
Yeah.
So now Aaron Broom to kick in, goes straight down the middle. He's got Flanagan there, goes for it one-handed. You can't mark him that way. Tim Gardner at the drop of the footy. Well, he's tackled by 2 players. Still was able to have some forward momentum before he hit the deck, and that's the strength of the man.
He'd up and go if you had it on the deck.
Very strong. So the ball at centre half forward now for Thomson. Anderton, well, get the handball out clear, but intercepting there was Christian Short, not able to get a kick away, follows up, handball over the top to Woods. Woods chips it forward, looking for Darren Ryan, but coming in there, Aitchison read it very, very well. Attacked the footy, And now goes forward because he's got Christian Highland. That centre half forward
He's
takes
away.
the mark. And the siren sound just as the ball was heading for Troy Maharis, but it is three-quarter time here at St Albans in the qualifying final, and at three-quarter time Bannockburn 8-7-55 trail Thomson 11-15-81.
Thomson managed 5 goals, 3 in that third term. Bannockburn 2 straight goals, and it's 26 points of difference at three-quarter time. The goal kickers for Thomson, Troy Feldman has 3, all in that third term. Luke Forbes 2, Brent Hood 2, singles to Troy and Nick Maharis, Tim Gardner and Christian Highland. While for Bannockburn, 2 each to Ben Nayland and Shane Andrews, singles to Alistair Woods, Nathan Lewis, Christian Shaw and Tom Mullane-Grant. A big effort needed for Bannockburn in the final term. They're 26 points down at the final change. We'll take a break, come back with that final quarter. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.